Hey, what's up? It's Matt again. It's MK75. I have another wrestling video. So I've just been on a wrestling binge. I apologize, but I'm in the wrestling fever right now. Really had a really cool Divas Revolution break. So check that out if you haven't. It's pretty sweet. And I got all kinds of stuff today. Basically, let's a little backstory. One of the reasons I went to the mall today, closest mall to us is about an hour. One of the reasons I went to the mall today was the release of the Bash at the Beach Hostile Takeover Trio, featuring Sting, Lex Luger, Macho Man, and that looks creepy. I swear a ghost did not come in here. It's actually my dog. But anyway, paranormal stuff. I went to get that trio. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I'm not paying $100 for it online, or 90 or 80 some, because it was 50 there. But it's okay. I got 8 new wrestlers today. For those who don't know, I collect mainly only elites, with the exception of some of the two packs, 3 packs, things like that. And I don't collect all the elites. I collect usually the first time in a line of new superstars. I collect all legends, basically, which I believe is going to be all but one of these are going to be legends today. Yeah, all but one's a legend. I just was a big old school WCW, WWF fan. I mean, I can remember watching as long as I can remember. My first favorite wrestler was Mr. Perfect. My next favorite was Bret Hart, and then Diesel at the time. And then I followed him over and was a huge Kevin Nash fan at that time. NWO, Scott Hall, etc. So, anyway, I've rambled for almost 2 minutes, so let's get into some of this. First off, I'll show you the non-legend, but I had to pick it up. It is the first time in the line figure of Braun Strowman. I'm in a little bit of a pool for the Royal Rumble. I picked him as the guy who's going to eliminate the most superstars. Sorry, it's on my... I feel like he's going to eliminate probably the most. He could potentially win. I don't think he's ready for that type of push yet, but has definitely improved majorly, and I like Braun. He's interesting. So, next up, let's go with this one. First time in line figure. This gimmick was kind of trash, but I can't even remember much about him other than a couple. I think he teamed with Hogan a few times at the time. It's been a while, but still had to pick this up. It is the Tugboat first in the line figure. And if I'm not mistaken, Fred Ottman, who's his real name, I think he's having some health problems, so let's have to hear. Certainly his most memorable stint's probably Typhoon or the Shockmaster, if you all care to try to remember that. Next up, got this one. He's had a lot of health problems as well. Another legend. I believe he's a double amputee now of his legs, but it's Kamala. Kamala was fun. My dog's growling. But Kamala was fun. He was one of the first guys that freaked me out when I was younger. Scared to death of him. But he was a dominant monster in his earlier days. He got kind of fed to The Undertaker in the WWE, but still a beast. Next up, let's go with this one. It's the first time in the line. Most people know him as William Regal, but the first time I knew him was as Lord Steven Regal. So that's really cool. I had to get that. I remember when he stiffed Goldberg, and that's one of my favorite moments, because I can't stand Goldberg. So, that's just a fun fact. Next up, I had to pick this up. This is the first time in the line. I know him fairly decent, probably the least of all of him, but I do remember a little bit of his United States Championship run. And that is first time in the line, Magnum TA. This was actually $15. All but 3 of these were $15. I don't know why, but I know even like the ringside collectibles, it's like 30, 35, something like that. So I was happy with that. Next up, all 3 of these guys are in my top 10 favorites of all time. Both of these 2 that I'm going to show you are the latter top 10, but I still like them a lot. And the first is this wonderful Undertaker figure with his mask. He started wearing that mask after Mabel, a.k.a. Viscera, a.k.a. Big Daddy D, a.k.a. what else has he been? All kinds of things. King Mabel. He passed away recently, but he shattered his face, so he wore this a lot. I remember this mask because it was the start of the Undertaker Diesel feud that he was wearing that, and that is my absolute favorite Diesel. Was the Big Daddy Cool kind of tweener heel face. He was one of the first to do that kind of. He beat up all guys, like good and bad, but he was definitely bad, and that was my favorite Diesel. Next up, he's also the latter half of my top 10, but one of the best ever, and everyone knows him, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, with his European title. I love that reign. So, not much to say about Shawn, one of the best ever. And this guy is my third favorite wrestler of all time. So, first, second are interchangeable. It's Kevin Nash, Diesel, and Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. Third is this guy. Fourth is Bret Hart. Fifth is Scott Hall. These are my top 5 favorite of all time. But I'll go ahead and show you number 3. Macho Man, Randy Savage. Had to pick this up. It was the only one left. And it was $15 too. So I had to pick that up. So I got all 8 of these figures for, I can't remember the price, but most of them are $15. So couldn't pass it up. So I got them. But anyway, that's it. I just have these 8 figures. I just want to come with you. Come to you with a video. Probably have some basketball breaks, maybe, or pickups soon. I don't know. We'll see. So stay tuned. I'm trying to make some more videos and do cons of things and be ubiquitous and all that fun stuff. So, nonetheless, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Have a great evening. And see you later.